All right, we're at the Casa de Faber Doris right here, the freshly yard crashed backyard. It's very nice, by the way. I like this fireplace over there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Day after the big fight, dude. First off, your fans, everyone's gonna be watching this. How are you feeling right now?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, did my best out there. I was in a lot of pain, man. To be honest with you, from the second round, middle, end of the second round, throughout the fight, it was pretty painful in my leg. So this leg kicks are deceiving, man. It feels like I was getting hit with a bat. That's the first time I've really been punished with those.
When did it first? You mentioned the second round. I mean, when was the first? You're not going to show it at first until you had to. But what was like? Do you remember the first time where you kicked and you're like,
He caught me with a couple in the first round,
Okay.
like three, and they were just starting to accumulate. But I think he caught me with like 6 or 7 in the second round, and I'm not sure exactly when, but I know I went back to the corner and it looked like I had softballs on my, it was all lumped up on my leg. So, yeah, I was immobile after that. I mean, I couldn't really get spring. I was just kind of pushing through it, but you can kind of see here. My leg matches my shorts here.
Oh my God! Look at that! Oh Jesus! Look at that bruise.
Yeah, and then my leg's like twice. My leg's twice the size as it should be, or
Dude.
3 times. So.
Oh wow! Now they haven't. There's no like. Don't they? They kind of have to wait for like the swelling to go down and stuff before they MRI or anything, right? To see if you have any ligament damage.
They
Or?
took a bunch of pictures and stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know about how they determine what the deal is, but there's no broken bones.
Okay.
And the knee's fine.
Oh
so,
really?
Yeah, it's for sure a huge hematoma. So.
Right. So just a big giant bunch of bruises, basically.
Yeah, basically.
As far as
like
I know.
blood and all sorts of stuff stuck in there. So I think it's gonna be at least a couple weeks, but the swelling should get better pretty quick. I think.
You and I've talked so many times, and you say like during a fight you don't really think, it's all kind of a blur, and then after before and after you think, but during it's not really easy to think about. When you started feeling yourself having to gimp around and you knew there was something seriously wrong with your leg, was there a little bit of deja vu, like, dude, here we go, Arco, it's not the hands, it's the knee kind of thing? Was that frustration setting in, or did you even think about it?
No, yeah, it was frustrating. I mean, when you get to that point, and I'm fighting the best guys in the world, so it's one thing just to go out there and fight, but every little bit counts when you're fighting all the best guys. So when you're at a small disadvantage, it really makes a big difference against a world-class fighter like Jose Aldo or like Mike Brown. So I definitely, you just have to come to a realization that you're at a disadvantage and you got to figure out a way. And I was in a lot of pain with the leg. So even after the interview, I felt like I was going to pass out for some reason. I never really felt like that before, and I don't know if it was because of the pain or what the deal was, but it was pretty bad.
Was there ever any talk or thought in your head or talk in your corner that maybe, you were behind 3, maybe 4 rounds going into the 5th, maybe it might be time to pull you out, save you for another day kind of thing? Was there ever any talk about stopping it or thoughts on your part?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I could have probably copped out.
Yeah.
And in the crucifix and just kind of laid there and let the ref stop it, but I just heard the crowd going. I could hear the countdown, the time and stuff like that, and I just wanted to give myself another chance. I wanted another chance, and it seemed like Aldo wasn't engaging much in the 5th round. I don't know if he was fatigued a little bit or if he felt he already had the fight won or what the deal was, but it was pretty crappy, man. I felt like crap.
Well, and going back to that crucifix, it's been said, and I don't know if I disagree with it, any other fighter, just about any other city, that thing probably gets stopped right there. I thought Jake Rosenthal did a great job in recognizing who it was and where he was, but at the same time, it didn't seem, I'm not saying those punches and elbows didn't feel good, but you weren't taking serious damage where you were starting to kind of get hit on the button or anything like that, it seemed.
No, yeah, it was just kind of like showing.
Yeah.
And so all I had to do was really show that I was still consciously wanting to be in the fight. I mean, like you said, if
Right.
you just lay there and you're like, oh, okay, give up, but I was bucking a little bit, using my hand to cover, using my head to
Was Jake talking to you too? Was there communication from the ref?
yeah.
Okay.
And I told him before the fight, I said, hey man, let me fight to the bitter end, and I wasn't like I was gonna get knocked out or anything,
Right.
so just to give me the opportunity to keep on fighting,
Online, and I've seen some things today. Your corner, and people say what they say, but your corner's getting some heat in the press about the game plan. I guess I haven't seen the fight to hear the commentary or hear what they said, but I think at some point they were saying like "go crazy" or something like that, and there's some people saying that there wasn't enough adjustment towards the end of the fight. But I'll ask you, there's a different type of communication between a corner and a fighter than maybe we're used to. You guys know the game plan. It's like you guys are I can't say that, are dumb and didn't know that you had to adjust, I'm assuming.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm fighting a guy who people consider, one of the top pound-for-pound fighters. He's good at everything. So, I mean, the adjustment would have been take him down, but I couldn't take him down.
Right.
I had no spring in my legs. People who are at home watching a lot of times have no idea what they're talking about.
Right.
But I think Master Tong was saying, hey, get crazy. What he was saying is, he doesn't speak any English. What he meant was mix it up. You got to find a way to win. You got to do something different.
Go for broke.
Go for broke, that kind of thing. And, that's what he means.
Did Aldo surprise you? I mean, was your homework correct, or did he bring a tool to the table that you weren't prepared for?
No, I had done my homework. I knew that leg kicks were going to be in effect, but I would say I didn't realize it was going to do so much damage to my legs so early.
Right.
Like, I would say as soon as he started landing them, like he landed a couple of leg kicks that already started doing damage. I mean, I know I checked a couple of them, and I was blocking with push kicks also. I was countering with push kicks. So, he's just very quick with them. He's one of the best guys in the world at the kicking and the kneeing and in the sport. So I was trying my best to fight that, but this is the fight game. I'm fighting the you're talking about the best guys in the world, and we had a good battle, man. And I caught him with some good punches, and he caught me with a ton of good kicks.
Yeah.
And that was the big difference.
All right, so wrapping up here, I know we're sitting here at your house the day after. You're on crutches, your knees all effed up. A couple years ago, you had one loss, and that was to Tyson Griffin, who's one of the better 155-pounders. You've lost 3 of your last 5, 2 to Mike Brown, who was shockingly knocked out by Manny Gambarian last night. You lost to Aldo. Press would say, and it would seem logical, it's time to go to 135. You've said before that's an option for you. But is that an option? Joseph Benavidez is set to get the title shot. How would that work?
I'm in no rush right now to decide what I'm going to do. There's plenty of big fights for me out there. I don't by any means want to go try to be the 135-pound champ right now. I've got my boy Joseph down there. Let him run his course and see what happens. I've got a lot of fights left. I just don't know where I'm gonna go. I mean, I could go down to 35s, but it'd have to be the right case scenarios. I'm not gonna to make a commitment to going down there right now. There's still a lot of 45-pounders out there. I'm probably one of the smallest 45-pounders for sure.
Right.
I mean, I know Mike Brown, he told me he was 166 when he walked in the cage.
Wow.
I was 154.
Right.
I think Manny said he's competed at 180 pounds.
Yeah.
In judo competitions, and I mean the heaviest I've ever walked around at is like 158. I think I've hit 163, 164 for a couple hours, and then lost like 5 pounds.
Okay.
But I'm about 55, 156 pounds walking around. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna enjoy life and keep on training because that's what I like to do. Hang out with my buddies and have a good time.